In your mind, I want you to choose between two options. In option A, I'll give you $10,000 a day, every day, for 30 days. In option B, I'll give you a penny on the first day, 2 pennies on the second day, 4 pennies on the third day, 8 pennies on the fourth day, and so on for 30 days. Off the bat, option A might seem like the best option, but if you're thinking like an investor, you know that option B will actually earn you more money. And you're right, option B is the better choice, but how much more money will it earn you if you had to guess? You're thinking of a number right now, but I bet it's even more money than you think. Option A would earn you $300,000, but option B would earn you more than $5 million. And this thought experiment is not that far off. I used to think that becoming a millionaire was an impossible dream. But when I actually did the math, I found out that I too could become a millionaire by investing just $10 a day. In fact, for every additional dollar I invested, I would become a millionaire even faster. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you and your mom and your sister and your friend all can too. It's not a coincidence that the average millionaire is 57 years old. And at first glance, you might think, they're 57, they've probably peaked in their career and they're earning lots of money. And that might be true. I'm sure some of that definitely helps, but it's probably not why they're a millionaire. And it's not the money they've been stashing away in their savings account either. For most millionaires, all along, it's the money they've been investing. But it's not like they turned 57 years old and threw $1 million into an investment account. The most important factor in becoming a millionaire, even more important than the money you make, is how much time your money spends working for you in the stock market. This is because the more time your money spends in the market, the more time compound interest has to do its job. To show you how this works, let's compare saving $10 a day versus investing $10 a day. If you save $10 a day and put it into a savings account, in 30 days, you'll have $300. In a year, you'll have $3,650. In 10 years, $36,500. And in 35 years, you'll have saved $127,750. Will you have made some small amount of money in interest? Sure, there is some chump change in interest involved. But to keep the numbers simple, if you saved $10 a day for 35 years, you'll have $127,750. But what if you took that same $10 a day and invested it? Instead of that chump change interest rate the bank gave you, the stock market has returned around 10% per year on average. In 1 year, the amount of money invested versus saved is not that different. But in 10 years, you'll have $61,000 invested, almost double what you had saved at that time. And in 35 years, by investing just $10 a day, you'll have $1.1 million. In both examples, you put in the same amount of money, $127,750 over 35 years. In the bank account, you made chump change in interest, but in the investment account, you made more than $1 million in compound interest alone. And I get it. I get what you're thinking right now. How is this possible? How does this make any sense? Humans literally cannot comprehend compound interest without actually doing the math or looking at a chart. It's just human nature. It is not something our brains are wired to understand. This is a well-documented phenomenon. Back in the day, when humans were running around hunting and gathering our food, if one animal fed 5 people, that meant 2 animals fed 10 people, and 3 animals fed 15 people, and so on. People were not thinking in exponents. It wasn't when you kill one wildebeest, it feeds 5 people, but if you invest that wildebeest in the stock market, it feeds 500 people. This was not a concept our primitive brains had to think about. But in the same way that planting one tree can yield years and years of fruit, and then planting an orchard of those trees can yield years and years and years of all of that fruit, money multiplies when you put it to work. So with investing, you turned $127,000 of your own money into $1.1 million. You have nearly 10x'd your money in 35 years, and the more money you put in, the stronger this multiplier becomes. With that in mind, if you're ever on the fence about a purchase that costs a lot of money, like a $3,500 VR headset that realistically you're not sure if you're even going to use, consider running that money through a compound interest calculator to see how much it would be worth had you invested it. Investors call this concept opportunity cost, or the future money that you miss out on by a choice you made today. Long story short, a one-time purchase of a $3,500 VR headset that realistically I probably won't use will be worth more than $100,000 if invested 35 years from now. And so for this particular purchase, I'm going to stick with investing. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope it shows you that with enough time in the market, becoming a millionaire is actually more attainable than you might think. Please let me know what you have found to be the best way to visualize compound interest in the comments, and the more we all share with each other, the more we all level up our money game. See you in the next one.